Every woman is a now. What state brought me looking bleak now? I was homeless, sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't true. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Honey, I dash on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Throwing on second down. Stafford. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 19. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in front, Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Kareem Hunt, his sixth touchdown of the season, and the Eagles have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Ready up. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, lock it.
Check 99.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
No. Off. Check 43.
Big grip.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Protein spill.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Bravo.
Right 52.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Hey, alert 3. 32. 59.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
55 is my guy, 55. Don't let him breathe.
Here's Locke to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming. Hey, exit. Ready.
On first down, Locke. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. On second down, Eckler trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
It's now third and less than a yard.
Mike. Yeah. Check 55, Mike. All day, Doc.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Redskins, first down.
Mike 55.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Locke now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, wahoo! I got 29. Single. Single the slot. Mike 52.
Throwing on second and 8. Locke into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The big man, Jurrell Casey, in on the stop. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Lady! I'm coming.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Hey, Haywood! Mike, 55, right there in the middle.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Hey. X3, 218, chopper. On your team, hit it.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And an alley to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, it's Hunt, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hey, we got a seal. We got 32. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 40 yards. Back to throw, Stafford. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Clock now on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
80 weapon. Check 3, check 3. Ready.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Go. Back 2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Levante David. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, Delta. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 49. 49.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And it's complete to Kelsey. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down, Philadelphia.
Stafford now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 50, Stafford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Look at me, zipper. Watch it,
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
My 55. Hey, my 7. Get it.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch out. Check. Fresh now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check 13. Yes.
Check 52 to Mike. Check.
Go.
Let him know.
My 52.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
32.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Stafford. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go, defense.
Middle.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Watch the shit.
They started on the ground with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Hey, Echo.
They do go for it. It's Locke. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Locke now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here.
61, match box, get it.
They'll run here with Eckler. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Go! 91. Oh! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Time to go, night. Check.
Now.
Block now to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
X3, 218, chop.
Brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
Now.
Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
5.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Hey, exit.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Check right. Watch 85.
What we got?
Yep.
What we got?
Hey, zoom. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field.
on the set.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Drew Lock, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Zebra!
Check. You go take.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
21!
On 3rd down, Stafford eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Hey.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Shoot!
Now Eckler. into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. His second touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
A big run by Kareem Hunt. 63 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Stafford being chased out left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Lock. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Let's go, deep rip.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings, and boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, 60.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He'll get it up the middle. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They snap it to Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st down, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here is Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
X3, 218, jump.
Begin.
Go.
Where's it?
Hey, orbit. Ready?
Clock now on 1st down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nope.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Come on, baby.
Stafford gonna throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles gonna take the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Stafford now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on fourth. Stanford, a desperation heave for the end zone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to run.